Hi guys, this is Noor. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be against everybody else. I just don't want to follow the rules today. I really didn't want to follow the rules today. I really wanted to do something against everything. So instead of using colors that were supposed to be on the outer corners, I used it in the inner corners, but it's a little wing and lashes. I really like it. It's basically fitting my mood today. My mood is I don't give a flying fuck, so it's kind of fitting my mood today, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys want to see how I created it, please keep on watching. Alright you guys, so I'm gonna start off with a primer. This is a new primer that I've never used before. I got this, I believe, when I went to the person who sells those really super high coverage foundations. I actually have a few that I don't really use because they're way too dark on me, which is this brand right here. If you guys want to see the colors I have and the coverage, I can give you swatches of these colors, but they are way too dark on me right now. I know that he gave me 3 shades. It's a person who sells them where I live, and they look like that. I'm positive you guys have seen this. It's like really super high coverage foundations that cover tattoos and everything. So let me know if you want to see a video about them. I'd love to do it, but I don't really use the foundations because, like I said, they're too dark on me. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the primer. It looks like this. It looks like that. It's called the Satin Primer. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this and put it on my face. I've never used this, so I'm gonna see how this is gonna hold up my makeup during the day. So I'm quite excited about it. Oh, it feels like silicone-y. My skin at the moment is super dry. As much as I love my Kat Von D Tattoo Hydrating Primer, this kind of smells good. I like it. So I really hope my foundation stays on this. It feels like my foundation is gonna roll off with this, or maybe I added too much on my face. I don't know, because sometimes I do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab my foundation. I am really loving this foundation. It's kind of like my back and forth kind of foundation. I don't use it often, but when I do, I fall in love with it, and then I kind of get tired of it, use other foundations, and then I come back to it and I love it again. But this is the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in C4, which is my shade. My powder, I use C3 just to kind of like equalize my face, because sometimes I find this a bit too dark, and I find C3 is a bit too light, so I'm really kind of like in between. So I'm just gonna grab this foundation. I literally have like nothing left in here, so I'm gonna try to see what I can do. If not, I think I'm gonna use my Kat Von D foundation. You know what, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my Kat Von D foundation just because I really want to have a nice high coverage today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze this on my face, grab my brush and blend it out. I like to do step by step. Like, I'll do this side first. I like to do side and then do the other side, just because I don't want the foundation to kind of dry off and crackle up. Let me just see. Grab my NYX Mineralized Set It Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder, and I'm grabbing it with my sponge. I'm using the Real Technique sponge, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set that under my eyes to fix in the concealer and the highlight. And I'm also gonna grab it and put it on the forehead too, because I tend to crease there. And last but not least, my smile lines, because foundation creases there too. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Studio Fix powder, and this is in C3. I'm gonna go ahead and set my whole entire face using this. I love doing this step. I feel like once I put foundation and I don't have a powder to set it, I feel like it does not do it for me. It really doesn't. Go ahead and dust off the loose powder that I applied under my eyes and kind of blend it all together into my powder. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and let you guys know what the products I'm gonna be using. So I'm using my Anastasia Brow Wiz brow pencil in Ebony, and I'm also using my NYX Build A Up powder brow filler in Brunette, and I'm also going to be using my Motive Sensual Brow Kit as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and also do one eye, and then I'll be back for the other eye tutorial. Alright you guys, so I have my eyebrows on and I also have one eye done. I don't know what I did there, but I really like it. It's kind of funky. There's a nude liner going on as well, an outline with black, and I kind of did like a reversed eye. So whatever dark is in the corners and whatever light is in the...
Can you focus? Thank you.
Whatever dark is in the inner corners, whenever light is in the outer corners. I don't know, I kind of felt like I wanted to do something a bit funky today. So yeah, kind of my mood saying whatever. Alright, so before I do that, I kind of forgot to show you guys one mini product for my eyebrows that I forgot to show you, which is the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel in #1. So I kind of just used that to fix up my hairs in place and not move. Next I'm gonna go ahead and use is my Kat Von D Lock-It Color Correcting Eyeshadow Primer in Fair. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on my eyelid, and also taking my finger to blend it out. So the first color I'm gonna be grabbing is taking my Kat Von D Metal Matte palette, and I'm gonna be taking a color called Suede, which is this brown right here, with a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to concentrate it into the inner corners of my eye and kind of slowly fading it outside. I find this is one of my favorite looks to do. I used to create it a lot when I was at MAC Cosmetics back in the days, and people are like, oh, could you really do that? I'm like, well, it's on my face, then yeah, I could really do that. So a lot of people feel like all the dark colors should be on like the outer corners, but I just like to be against everybody, so that is how I roll. So once I have that shade placed the way I want it, it's just gonna create kind of like a base background for the other colors that I'm gonna be applying. Next I'm gonna be taking my Just Peachy Too Faced Matte palette. After having my bestie use this, I really needed to have this palette on my eyes so bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Fresh Dash Picked, which is this color right here. I really love this shade. It's kind of like a pinky brownie peachy color. It's just so pretty, and I really want to create another look like very natural using this color. So can't wait for that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that color and put it, concentrate it more into the inner corners as well. Like it slowly warms up the inner corners. And this is also a perfect shade for background color for whatever you're gonna apply next. And you want to kind of match the same distance as this eye. Like this one, I tried to kind of start fading out the colors starting the middle of my eye, so I'm gonna kind of attempt to do that on this eye as well. This color is so pretty. I really wanted to kind of like stop the eye look looking like that, but then it looks really weird. But then I continued with adding more colors in there. So next I'm gonna take again the Just Peachy palette again, and this is called Just Rip, this shade right here. And this is a perfect purple shade to kind of start working with the darker shade colors. So I really like to start light and then kind of work my way out with the darker shades. So this is going to be applied again into the inner corners, and make sure that it is very well blended too. So I'm just taking a big brush, there's nothing on it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just start cleaning out just the corners when it hits my nose, because I don't want it to be too dark there or having any shades there. So I'm just taking just strip again and blending it, concentrating more into the inner crease. And don't worry about the inner corners right here, because I'm going to be applying another shade there. So that is what it is. Now I'm taking my matte metal palette. I'm going to grab this color right here. It's called Velvet. And I'm grabbing it with a small little brush. And I'm going to concentrate this again into the inner crease area, but also very lightly because this color is extremely pigmented. And make sure that it is very well blended too, because colors like that are very hard to blend. Next, I'm going to be grabbing a color from the Just Peachy palette, and this is called Peach Butter, which is the light shade right here. And I'm grabbing it with a little brush, and I'm just going to pack this color on into the outer corners like so, and just kind of work my way out, because I really want to have that faded blended effect. And I'm taking that big brush again that I used in the beginning and just kind of make sure that it's blended together. Okay, moving on to the lower lash line. I'm gonna take Fresh Picked again with a small little brush, and I'm just going to pack it into the inner corners as well. And then I'm gonna take Just Ripped and packeting on top of Fresh Picked. I'm gonna take Peach Butter again, and I'm going to start fading it out. This is a perfect way to do it. Now I'm taking a small brush, and I'm gonna be grabbing a color called Raw Power from Kat Von D's metal palette, this one right here. And I'm just going to wet my brush just a little bit, grabbing this color, and I'm going to concentrate it into the tear duct area and blending it as well. So I'm going to grab this color also to the lower lash line and bringing it up into the lid area and into the crease. To help me do that, I'm going to grab that little brush again, nothing on it, and I'm just going to blend it out. I'm taking a little bit of it dry too, and I'm just going to blend it out. It gets me a lot of fallouts, but that is okay. You really have to keep working with it till it's the way you want it to be. Moving on to the fun part, I'm going to go ahead and create the winged liner. So the first one I'm going to go ahead and use is my Fenty Beauty Nude Liquid Liner. I didn't see this much often on the internet, honestly. Maybe it was shown and I just didn't watch those videos, but I just never saw it. And this is from the Eclipse 2-in-1 Glitter Release Liner. This is called Later Carter. And I'm just gonna go ahead, and it has a little bit of like this goldy greenish glitter in there, which I love. And I'm gonna go ahead and create my wing with this. you want it, just go ahead and apply your mascara. And I'm using my Benefit Their Real to do a little layer of mascara on my ow, I hate when that happens, coat every lash. Normally when I do colored eyeliner, it tends to go on my lashes all the time, so I just take my mascara to kind of remove that little line going on. So that is done for lashes. Today I'm going to be using, again, I'm going to be using my Crown lashes. These are called Love Sick. I'm very excited to show you these. They are super feathery and they look like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them just a little bit to fit my eye size. And I'm just gonna go ahead and coat them with a little bit of a lash glue. So I'm also using the tweezer from Crown Lashes and the glue from Crown Lashes. You can go ahead and shop on Crown Lashes right now and use a 10% coupon that I have for you guys in the info box down below. When you check out, just put the code NOOR10 and you're gonna get 10% off your entire purchase. And if you want to go ahead and see Crown Lashes and visit them, there's also all the links for you down below as well. This is one of the best glues I've ever used in my life. It dries really nicely and it's easy to remove once you remove your lashes, and it's very easy to clean up too. I really love this glue. So I'm just gonna wait till it dries up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and stick them on my lash. If you guys want to see a really one-on-one how to apply lashes, I already have that video up on my channel. Go ahead and check it out. It just explains in details on how to apply lashes with not having any difficulties too. So that is on my channel. I'm also going to be indicated at the end of this video as well. So I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara on the lower lashes. Again, I'm using my same mascara, Benefit Their Real, my top favorite one. So let's zoom out a little bit from the eyes and go ahead and finish up the face. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to take a color in the middle called Lyric. And I'm just going to go ahead and highlight under my eyes before I go ahead and do the powder contour. So I absolutely love this powder. I cannot live without it. Ugh, I love this palette so much. I think I really have a hard time changing from this palette. You're gonna guys see it every time in my entire videos until I find something else. Okay, go ahead and use a color called Shadowplay, which is the color in the middle. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do my contour using this. Again, this is my favorite contour shade ever. I really wanted to go ahead and get the Marc Jacob bronzer, the coconut one, but I just didn't get Tarte lip paint, and this is in shade Birthday Suit. Oh, this is so cute. I really like last year's birthday gift. I look forward for these birthday gifts from Sephora every year. Who's with me? Because I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my lips using this product. I can tell this product is not a liquid lip because it doesn't feel like a liquid lip, and when I do that it kind of moves around, so I'm guessing it's kind of like a lipstick formula. The color though, I really like it. It's so pretty. Alright you guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it, even though I had some malfunctions going on today. Hopefully the rest of the day is gonna be good. Fingers crossed. Every product that I use in this video is going to be indicated in the info box down below, and also don't forget to check out Crown Lashes and use my code if you're interested to purchase anything from there. Save a little bit of moolah, why not? If you have any questions or concerns, just leave them all in the comments down below. I will try my best to answer all your questions as much as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. You come off. Not impressed. Not impressed, but it's pretty though.